into our first game already.
So real quick, as we get started in this first game, Spring Doubles Championship happening a few months ago. Rayzigher and Tavares got 9th. Atsushi and Astro got 17th at the same event.
All right, so we're moving into it. 20 seconds have already passed as we are getting a fairly even scramble here. Tavares and Rayzigher. Yet again, I said at the end of last game, keep in mind that the PR difference was insane. Keep in mind this time that Rayzigher and Tavares, the game we saw them play earlier today, they were popping off so hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Axe is going to come right back. What a reversal right here. You might be too far down. I think Tavares was probably looking to cut off the angle right there, but it is a reverse hit once again from Atsushi. Now both red team members have to try to recover back. We are going to get back relatively unscathed, but the big swing will come through for first strike.
Atsushi now left on this 2v1, going all the way beneath the platform, only to come back up and surprise him with a recovery. Those, I mean, that's the kind of offstage movement where you're like, no one would actually go for that, right? And that's exactly why it works.
Okay, recovery not enough to take out Rayzigher, but that one will. A little bit of damage goes up onto Tavares as well, but Atsushi is still the one to look out for, and yeah, there goes the stock.
Rayzigher trying to patrol the ground now with the axe. Nair was quite close, but it's not going to be close enough. Sidelight, Nair is going to catch it. Tavares wanted to go for a follow-up there. Immediately target swapping to the 1v1, only to target swap back up to the edge guard, and then target swap back in again for the 2v1. This guy, he, the awareness on how to play axe in these situations is really high.
Okay, quick little two-piece right there from Rayzigher and Tavares. Gonna find the side air. Really just patrolling that one weapon spawn right there, but does not want to get rid of the axe, so Atsushi does find a weapon in time.
Very close to connecting a D-light there, but it's not hitting. Side Sig is going to do it. Recovery gets that knockout. Side Sig yet again gets the offstage version, but beautiful punish there from Rayzigher. He's not gonna get hit by that one.
Yeah, we are in a close first game, and I mean, we really haven't talked all that much about Astro, the way that he's been able to kind of weave in with these recoveries and find the knockouts. Really, really clean so far. In deep red, surely will fall soon. There's the 1-2, and everybody's sitting on their last stock once again.
I mean, Gauntlets, in a 2v2 setting, Gauntlets really is that weapon where you might not get those massive stats at the end of the game, and you might not be put on the highlight reel, but you're able to swoop in there, you're able to control the flow of the game very well on them.
Atsushi taking a lot of damage, disarmed there on the way out from the right side, but can pick up the sword on the way back. Want to cover the center? No. Double axe for red team is very dangerous. There it is!
2v1 now. Rayzigher committing to the offstage. Astro gonna get hit by the GCD like ground pound, and that's going to be it.
Red team wins.
Crazy end right there. I mean, the double axe pickup was really what sealed the deal at the end of that game one. But all that being said, I mean, Atsushi and Astro really put in some good work there. I wouldn't be surprised if they get one on the board on the way back.
I didn't realize until now. I think we mixed up Atsushi and Astro at one point. We are working with two players that have their first letters as ATS and AST. So since we are in the loading frame right now, the Val is Atsushi and the Hatsuri is Astro, which we can see here on the graphic as well. Very similar names. They got that name synergy even. They're going that forward.
Sometimes you just gotta pair up perfectly with your homie like that. But let's see what game 2 has to offer. I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Astro and Atsushi are able to get one on the board, equalize the set count right here. That one was looking quite close.
All right. Rayzigher able to get that end light in. Beautiful punish from Astro, able to sweep in with a D-light combo. And another one. The follow-up as well. The ground pound tries to double dip, but he doesn't get it as Tavares tries to go safe for it. Astro is also able to hit him with that recovery on the way up. And Sig as well. They're kind of popping off right now. Kind of popping off. What?
Oh, big weapon toss as well. It's a big swing for blue team. All of that off the back of Tavares trying to kind of aggressively cover the right side of the stage, gets reversal, and then Rayzigher is the one that falls off there too. It's a huge lead for blue.
Side signature catching both Tavares and Astro. Worth it though, as it could have almost led to the knockout if they were able to close in on that edge guard. 2v1 opportunity. Tavares with a sidelight to catch his teammate and the enemy. Gotta interrupt that team combo at any cost now.
Looking to cut off the angle right there, but Atsushi not going to get too much. Both members in red, but with a stock extra to play with each. There goes Astro. Atsushi potentially just trying to carefully patrol back to the right side of the stage.
Tavares able to get the sidelight combo in. Atsushi not able to get a punish off of that either. Follow-up potential was there. Wanted to surprise him with a different thing instead though.
Yeah, to mix in that GC was just so clean. Just gonna get batted off the screen right there by Rayzigher. But I mean, to hang on to that stock for as long as you have and force Tavares onto their last is huge for the second game.
Atsushi spawning in with a fresh second stock though. As I say, so they're gonna get caught up in a little bit of a scramble there on the right side. Going down into yellow. This lead is super strong right now for them, and they're able to maintain this. Go for even trades, which is very hard to do in 2v2, especially when you're against these guys. Don't get caught in a team combo, and it could be 1-1 soon on the scoreboard.
Okay, Ray looking in right there, looking for the ground pound as well. Can you cover the edge? No, you want to swap over to Astro instead. Ooh, reaching
signature
right there.
Yeah, definitely a reach with that one. Potentially waiting for, potentially trying to preemptively wait for them jumping. Oh my god! The off the top gauntlet play is gonna close that stock out, and just like that, I mean, this game it's starting to look pretty much finished. 3 stocks against 1. He's already down into red. Going off stage. Gets the ground pound though.
Okay. But this is rough. I mean, you don't want to be recovering like that, especially when the teammate's on the way back with the respawn. It was fated to be. There goes game 2, and we are evened up at 1 apiece.
It feels crazy that Rayzigher and Tavares, they got an almost, honestly, slightly convincing victory in the first game, and we already have such a back and forth.
Yeah, 100%. So we will be going to Apocalypse once again, it looks like. The Ang will come through on the side of red.
Rayzigher just cycling through the Qatar ledges at this point, as we're seeing a Asuri coming out on the screen now. Now that is one legend. Right, Queen Eye, you know, you have some people dipping your toes into Queen Eye. As we mentioned, the signatures are very strong. The Asuri, I mean, Asuri mains are freaking out right now. It's not every day they get to see their main played in this level of 2v2.
They're doing the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen. There it is, it's there.
There it is, finally, we made it. We made it to the big screen.
We've done it, we've done it. Let's see what the Qataris can do here, though, in the tiebreaker game.
Side signature catching everyone on the screen, but I mean, you're catching 2 opponents with that, so team damage, not really anything you have to be worried about there. Oh, that's gonna send both of them down, and they get back.
Wow, that was a crazy scramble situation off the back of Tavares, just putting the team on his back for those 2 stocks.
Delight and turned around for the side signature. If that worked out, I would have lost my mind, but maybe the 5-head play this time around that turned out to not work.
Okay, recovery not enough to find the knockout just yet. Next one is close. Tavares going in aggressively, and it's going to cost him. There's the first stock. Can Rayzigher live? No, it's not going to happen there either. Slight lead over to red in terms of damage, but just like that, the gap has been closed.
Atsushi able to pick up a sidelight and force him off stage as they set up for a team combo. Astro right there, ready to go and hit that follow-up as well.
Okay, caught up in the action. Tavares ends up hitting Rayzigher for a little bit of damage right there, but not too much. Ooh, extending off stage.
They're struggling for space, man. I mean, they're winning. I feel like they're honestly, maybe they're winning more neutral interaction than Rayzigher and Tavares are. It's just that they're cramping the game super well, and we said this last time we saw them play as well. They're cramping that space that they're able to play in, and they are just thriving in that environment.
Yeah, I think forcing these positions where you just have all 4 players kind of stacked on top of each other, and it has been advantage red for a lot of this, but as the dust settles, once again, we see Atsushi, the only one with 1 extra stock remaining, just going to kind of hold the ground floor while Astro tries to land.
Doing exactly what the Val player with a stock lead should do. Playing a little bit safe, holding the ground, as you mentioned, getting that stage control, but even more importantly, you're ready for setting up a team combo whenever it's needed. They're doing a pretty good job at splitting them up right now, and this is what you'll see whenever players all the way down in red. They hit him one at a time, and that's a 2v1 situation.
Yep. Get the stock, that's a bonus as well. Atsushi will fall to last right there, but there's the big respawn timer. Kind of favorable position for Atsushi to play defense and allow Astro to come back, though.
They had a lead, but just like that, I mean, Astro not going to be able to cope with being behind there. The team combo is set up. You're not going to be able to fully close it out, but down in red at this point. Side signature is going to seal the deal. That stock melted away, Walt.
And that has just been a huge momentum shift, right? To go down 0-1 to Atsushi and Astro, and then make a comeback, and then also say, you know what, I'm going to switch to the Shuri as well and see how this one can do. I mean, what a great turnaround.
Seen Astro now swapping over to the Ezio, perhaps not really feeling that spear, and I mean, to be fair, I'm sure we're gonna get the damage grab soon. Have you been feeling a lot of the Astro spear? I feel like we haven't been seeing that much of it. We're seeing actually 239 damage on that spear. It looks like I'm wrong yet again.
I think the biggest thing that I had noticed with Astro's spear was largely in the first game that they won. And it was a big thing that I brought up of the way that Astro was able to kind of weave in to these 3-4 player stacks and find recovery KOs off the top were really, really good. But I mean, other than that, I think it's just doing its damage, and that's about it. It's not really getting much after that.
Yeah, and I mean, that spear gameplay that you want is to be able to zone off areas of the stage to create space for your teammates, right? But Tavares and Rayzigher, we mentioned this earlier, they put it in such a cramped position that these end lights and these side lights, you're not really able to get much off of them.
So let's see what the swap from Astro brings to the table here. We do get Sword Orb coming through. Could be a bit of a paradigm shift now in terms of the weapon change out.
Yeah, the orb. Second time we're seeing an orb today. We didn't see the orb shine that much whenever we saw it last time. Maybe Astro is going to be able to give yet another niche demographic, giving the orb player some representation here.
That's all me, dude. I'm an orb fan through and through, but let's see. Okay, big recovery from center, and Astro can kind of reset position for blue, which is huge. Now they get to push off stage. That could be first stock. Gonna disarm himself to try to get the weapon toss for the KO, but not gonna get it.
Ooh. Tavares, nice target swapping there. Weapon through into neutral signature could have been massive. It's not going to be connecting though. The team combo could have gone for a follow-up there, but instead opting to go for the target swap. That's the thing, Tavares, man. Whatever he's on this spear, he will go for these target switches whenever no one is expecting it really, and that's why these call-out attacks are hitting.
There, you mentioned it before. The first time we saw the orb, the side light, side air is just enough. You can keep it basic like that when you're playing the orb and find these knockouts. Just like that, Astro is the only player left with 3 stocks, but as I say it, falling off the right side potentially. Here comes the edge guard.
That's the beautiful thing. You can keep it basic whenever you want to, and then you can really complicate things whenever you're feeling that way instead. Going to lose that stock though. Atsushi throwing out a dare there. I'm so afraid. Can you... I am afraid for him because he keeps going in these 2v1 situations and somehow he's not getting stuck in a 2v1 combo.
Wait, speaking of 2v1 combos though, somehow found a sandwich in between there. Look at the signature from Astro to push Ray off stage. It's huge damage right now, and that's the pickup from Atsushi as well to make the lead happen.
Picking up both of them, another neutral signature just for good measure. It's not going to be enough to knock out, and okay, man, he's feeling it. He just wanted to test. Okay, maybe I can get another one.
Hanging in there for now. Ooh, really going in there hard. Astro with the side air and just wants to target swap. Recovery comes in onto Tavares instead.
I smell a game 5. If Rayzigher loses this stock, I mean, this could be GG for the 4th game.
Right. Astro playing forward right here for this comp. Of course, Atsushi could go at any moment, and Tavares knows that there goes the recovery attempt. Was not going to KO, but that one from the Asuri sure will.
Can they get this knockout? It would be really large for them. They're able to get it indeed, as they're now 3 stocks against 1. Rayzigher has to play this so carefully, and they have such a long way to go.
Astro has another stock to play with as well, which is huge. Here comes the combo right there. Sidelight wasn't going to get too much after. Still staying in on this second stock as well. Tavares looking to cover the edge with the pogo. Not going to get it, but that Sair will do.
And just like that, man, they're closing it in. Tavares off stage with that spear. They Qatar's ground pound as well.
Oh,
No options! No options!
Oh no, it might be over. It actually might be over. This is crazy. What can you do?
This
Unarmed
spear
recovery?
is there. Stop it! Someone stop him!
Oh my goodness. This is just oppressive from Tavares and Ray. Okay, Astro finds stage, but they are just patrolling the ground. Cannot let Astro pick up an item. It is just one unarmed dude against two very fierce competitors. Off stage once again, though, that pogo is relentless.
Trying to catch that side die off of the landing. Not able to find it though. The Elite, but didn't want to go for a true combo just in case his teammate is going to come in there and get that punish.
Okay,
Everyone's holding their breaths
keeping
now.
it safe.
Can he do it?
Off
1v2 situation.
Now Tavares doesn't have the spear, so the edge guards are going to be a little bit weirder coming through. Astro knows it, is able to come through. Ray is at such big damage, but yeah, there's the dodge and the weight and the KO as well. We find a 1v1 to potentially force this game 5.
He gets the first knockout. Recovery comes out, but it's not going to be enough. He still has this stock. He's so menacing. He's just sticking to the ground.
Gosh.
Tavares is so afraid to land. I would be too.
Okay, Tavares finds the weapon toss regrab on the item throw. Now there's nothing left. Does Astro risk throwing the item to try to deny it? Tavares is going to pick it up. It's gauntlet versus sword. That's the recovery! That's the game! It's just over! Rayzigher and Tavares clutching that one out as it looked like Astro was going to win the 1v2.
And the amount of sword nairs that he got in, I mean, wow, it was so close. The 1v2 was so real, so close. I am just stalling at this point to get to